Hey crew, Rick here from Hobby Time. As you can see, this is not the way. I'm having a bit of a break from the baymax build. Things are 90%, excuse me, things are 90% printed. We're now into the stages of, you know, assembling, painting, prepping and all that sort of stuff. So that's miles away at the moment. Also working on something special for the hand. I've got several versions of it at the moment, so I don't know which one I'll go with. But I just want to have a quick talk with you all about this stuff. Now, in Australia, we can't get Mando, like it's almost impossible. I've been using this stuff by Evercoat, but evidently so is everyone else in Australia now, and you can't buy it anymore, which is a bit of a shame. So I thought I'd give this stuff a try here, spray putty, which is really, really good. So this is my Mando helmet, which I have printed off just to do a little build when Frank does his, so I can just copy what he's done. But this has only had one layer of the spray putty on it now. So I mean, you can still see the bigger layer lines and stuff like that. But this here, like, this went on in 30 seconds flat. Obviously there's runs and it's got to be sanded. But this was so easy to put on and just so convenient. I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll keep telling you once we've done a couple of coats. But it dries so quickly, and it's just so convenient. And you know, it's miles away from being finished, but yeah, I am very, very happy with this. So I did not sand anything down beforehand in this helmet. As a test, I just straight off the printer, got a lot of the supports off and the putty straight on it. Now so far the only thing I will say about this R46 is it goes through pretty quick. Like, I am down just on that helmet after, you know, 1 and a bit coats now, half a can. So this stuff is about 15 bucks Australian. So for you Yanks, less. But it comes out at a mile a minute. Like, it is straight out. So once that's dry, what I'll do is I will give it a quick sand. We'll have a look and we'll see if it's as good as Mando, or if it's easier, or if it's no good. When you end up with paint runs in your Mando helmet. Rightio, we're up to the stage of a graphite rub. Never done this before, but I'm hoping it goes okay. Seen it plenty of times. Graphite helmet done. So let's have a look here. We'll see how we go. This stuff is just absolutely unbelievable. I've seen it in videos plenty of times. Like Frank did a video the other day, and I've been waiting for him to do it just so I could get a few pointers and tips and things like that. I just honestly, words don't, this is magic.
Magic.
Like, I've gone a little bit darker normally, I think, than what most people seem to for their Mando helmet, but unfortunately the graphite rub itself is really hard to come by locally, and I didn't want to wait, so I've gone and bought graphite, which generally is meant for locksmiths, so for doing locks and bits and pieces like that. But so far that is just, it's phenomenal. It's just, I just don't understand how this works so well. Now I've got a clear coat on the bottom. Oh no, oh, I spilled it all. So I've got a clear coat on the bottom of mine. So I'm not sure how it's gonna go once she's all wanted together. But this stuff clumps up a fair bit, this locksmith stuff, so obviously it's not designed for this kind of thing. But as you can see, that's That is absolutely going on a treat right now. So this will take a while and then polish it off. So I might put it into time lapse so you can see the whole thing. So we're just going to the final stages here now of assembly. Everything went okay, I guess, with the graphite rub. I will show you in a minute. But we did have a minor issue, so I'm just going to use super glue on this. No dramas there. Reacting with graphite rub or whatever. I can't foresee that it will, but who knows? Who knows? Seems fine. Get this other side piece on. Then we just have to make a visor. I do have some, believe it or not, some of the welding visors, which are phenomenally hard to come by. Once again, in Australia, we seem to not be able to get anything in for anyone or any parts or anything, but you know, it's the price we pay, I suppose. Not sure how we're gonna go. The super glue set up, so we've got our right hand side of the helmet done there. Another thing I've noticed in Australia as well, that's a little bit different than Americans, is your super glue, or I think what you guys call it, your cyanoacrylate or whatever it might be. We generally here in Australia, things don't come with like things, activators and stuff like that. It's essentially it's a one piece, one part. I have seen them, but they're not very common and they're not widely used. We seem to just have the simple stuff. I'm sure there's a chemical in Australia that's probably banned or something like that that we can't get because, you know, we're all children and we'll drink it these days. I haven't drunk super glue, just so you know. Quick update, guys. Putting the graphite powder on, it was all going well. Unfortunately, I got a tiny little speck. It must have been a paint bubble or something that was underneath one of the coats of black. Unfortunately, putting the graphite powder on, it's just, it's destroyed the paint. Basically, it's ripped it off. So it wasn't as fully hard as what I wanted it to be. So we've unfortunately gonna have to go back to primer and try again, but I'll keep you updated. Anyhow, this is enough for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment with any advice you've got on this one. Like the video, subscribe if you're enjoying so far, and next week we'll just go back to baymax. Thanks, guys.